Hi, Rhode Island Beekeepers. Uh, Scott Langlis, president. Just wanted to give you guys a quick demo on smoker lighting. For beginners, this is one thing that it seems like people really struggle with. Not quite sure why, but anytime we go out on a mentoring visit, I usually try to ask the person to light their smoker for me, show me what they're using for materials. It seems like there's confusion about the best kind of material and then how to pack the smoker and how to light it. One of the most common things we see is not using enough material. My opinion is anytime you want to go in the hive, you want to have the smoker lit so that it's going to still be lit when you're done doing whatever you need to do. Better to have it smoking for another 10 minutes after your inspection and then go out 10 minutes before you're done, because per Murphy's Law, that's when you're going to need it the most. So one thing I want to say is, if you have already used your smoker, you probably have material in it again already. I would say resist the urge to try to just put your source of ignition in here and light this again. I've done this a lot of times. Try to take a shortcut. It always is a struggle to get it lit this way. Potentially I can reuse this material, but I want to take it all out first. Start with a clean slate here. And really this is too used to want to use again. So I'm going to just go on with some new material here. A lot of different stuff you can put in a smoker. They sell bags of pre-shredded cloth. They sell pelletized wood pulp that you can use. To me, we always use a combination of two materials that they're easy to get. Frankly, we've never paid for them, and they do a really great job. So the two materials we use are burlap. So these came from mulch bags, I believe. We just cut a long strip here, and I'm just gonna roll this up into a little sausage. And a piece that size, that'll stay smoldering for us to go through, our 6 hives here without a problem. And then the other material is pine needles. So we always use these in combination. You can use one, you can use the other, but in combination they do a really great job, and here's why. The pine needles light extremely quickly. They also produce a ton of really cool billowy smoke, which is great. The burlap, depending on where it came from, it can be a little harder to light, but it smolders really well. So the pine needles are going to produce that really nice fluffy white smoke, but they burn out really quick. So you need something that's going to stay smoldering in your smoker, as well as something that's going to produce the actual smoke. So for me, I always start with a little clump of pine needles in the bottom. I'm going to resist the urge to swear on camera because this lighter is a piece of junk, but we use one of these. So if you can see there, it gets started really easy. Now I'm not putting this burlap plug all the way down to the bottom. I'm just kind of holding it in there, puffing it, and you can see the smoke and the flame coming out of here. So what I want to do now is make sure that burlap gets lit from the bottom. That's looking good. So I'm just going to add some more pine needles here. And you can see I'm just kind of putting it in the top, puffing it, making sure that it stays lit. I don't want to pack it too tight all at once because it's going to go out. Another thing I always do at this point, take my used tools, put them in the smoker while there's flames in here. And I just want to burn off any, lingering pathogens that might be on the tools. Any sign of disease or viruses on there. Be careful, they're hot. When you're done, just run it through the dirt, and that does a nice job of cleaning off any excess propolis or anything. I'm going to keep adding my needles now. It's good. You can see that smoking really well. Real nice white, cool smoke. I always puff a little on my wrist to start with, kind of the same way you would test the baby's bottle for temperature. You want the smoke to be cool. You don't want it to be hot. If you're burning, depending on your material, if hot sparks are shooting out, you can stuff some like some green herbs or grass from around your yard. Just kind of loosely pack it up in the tip. That'll catch any sparks from blowing into the hive. But that's about it. Just when you're using it, make sure you keep giving it a puff every few minutes if you're not using it a lot, just to make sure that it stays lit. And then at the end of the day, you want to cork it. We have this little, just a wine cork on a chain that we use. We also lay it down, and that'll prevent it from burning as fast. The fire really burns from the bottom up, so you get that smoldering coal in the bottom, and as it burns, the lighter material falls down from the top. So if you kind of lay it on its side, it'll go out a little quicker for you. That's about it.